Coverage coming your way is presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. On the PGA Tour in Orlando, Florida, it's the Bayhill Club and Lodge, the house that Arnold Palmer built. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for Golf Channel and EA Sports.
And Bayhill, of course, the Arnold Palmer Invitational has been really the staple in the Florida swing on the PGA Tour.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards.
That's fine.
Hunter Mahan, Frank, is another in a long line of Oklahoma State Cowboys, like Ricky Fowler.
And also has that ability to shoot incredibly low rounds. I mean, over the last 5 or 6 years, nobody has shot more rounds 63 or lower than Hunter Mahan.
This is a good-looking shot. That will be a great look at birdie. Hunter Mahan, second shot.
Surely not.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Just a couple of feet. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Even par early on. Did the job right there. Back to the action here at the second. It's a par 3, demanding hole, Frank, isn't it?
Longest par 3 on the golf course. Slightly downhill, but you need every advantage here. It requires your best. Well, that was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Second shot coming out of the rough here.
Even par currently.
It happens sometimes, Frank. They don't all drop.
No, but you try telling him right now.
For the par. That's a par, and that keeps the scorecard clean, still even for the round. Hunter Mahan ready to putt. In for par. Now to the par 4 third, picturesque and difficult hole, Frank.
It might be picturesque, but it's certainly not for the faint of heart. This is going to take your best swing.
Water all down the left side.
There's something about a well-hit shot.
Frank, one of our colleagues at Golf Channel, Brian Hammond's always liked to say, keep it in the short grass. It is nice to play from the fairway.
The game's so much easier from the fairway. Less decisions to be made. You don't have to worry about a flyer or the lip in front of the bunker or a tree. The game almost appears straightforward from there.
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Well, all, Frank, doesn't look too bad.
Just maybe a little right of the flag.
Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Frank, this is one of my favorite shots at Bayhill, the second at number 3.
It's such a cool-looking hole,
It
Rich.
is.
That water, it just pops out there on the left side. It scares the living daylights out of you. But if you can hit an aggressive shot there, often that breeze is coming off the left, and just keep it in the middle of the green. Those ridges often kick that ball towards the hole.
Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle. When you consider the length of that putt, it's a good putt.
Not a gimme, but well within his range.
It doesn't go in, you got to add another one to the scorecard.
And that's where the golf ball's just staring at you and mocking you and laughing at you.
You know deep down it's smiling too, don't you?
And getting ready for the putt. Oh boy, a drop shot here at the third. To 1 over par early on in this round. Still playing even for the day after the par. 561 yard, par 5 fourth. Frank, a chance to make 4 and maybe even an eagle 3.
Yeah, that green's just raised a little bit, so if you had a good drive in there and you're going with a slightly shorter club, big advantage.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Nice position, short grass, second shot. Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Just a bit offline.
Yeah, the hard work's coming up now, though. That's a long way away.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Not enough on that one.
Yeah, it just seemed to baby it.
There's a putt for eagle. Looks like he just misread that. Here's a birdie try now for Hunter Mahan. In the hole, and that'll bring the score to 1 under. Settles in over the putt. That is a solid par putt right there. Now to the 5th hole, and off the tee, Frank, how do these fairway bunkers sort of factor into your mindset as you prepare to tee off?
Well, if you watch the pros play on the Arnold Palmer Invitational, you see two different strategies here. Just an iron off the tee, give yourself a full shot in, or, well, if you're a longer hitter, take it over that bunker on the left.
That one is bunker bound, it looks like. Well, he'll have to get up and down from the bunker to save his par. Not quite what he wanted. Tee shot is in the bunker.
Now, this game is all about variables, right? Rich, if you hit into a bad lie, it completely changes the nature of the next shot. When the ball sits up like that, it is just liberty of choice now.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Frank, really no problem. High-level players don't mind a fairway bunker.
Yeah, good clean lie. Just a nice swing there. Guarantee the clean contact. That lip shouldn't be a problem. Still fly that ball all the way to the green.
Wouldn't call it a great approach shot, but it still ends up in the fringe.
A little bit of magic from here. The hole's not over.
Well, Frank, this is something we've seen more and more of in recent years, players just on the fringe.
Yeah, it's good to see. It shows he's thinking. You don't just have to grab the lob wedge, and that's it. I mean, hybrid, putt, you name it, whatever works.
This will be a 14-foot putt here.
A lip out's fine as long as it doesn't happen to you.
These putts keep the round together.
Well, that even caught me by surprise, Rich. I thought par was in the bag.
This now for bogey. This for him would be one drop shot. So with that, the score is now at even par. Did the job right there. Frank, back in 1998, by any chance, do you remember exactly how many golf balls John Daly hit into the water at the 6th?
It was half a dozen. Half a box of golf balls.
beautiful looking shot right here. Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole.
Oh, this is heading in the wrong direction.
Uh-oh. Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Okay, the second shot now at this par 5.
That's an absolute beauty. Second shot.
Chance to get it close here. Strong wind here early in the round. Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
He'll need to be strong with this.
I mean, this skill, and that was sublime.
Just good hands, coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Shouldn't be a problem here. All right, no damage done. Stays at 1 over par with that putt. Good ball striker Hunter Mahan can get streaky on the greens. Let's see how he does with this putt. Got it for par. Moving on now, Frank, we're at the par 3 7th hole. What's the challenge here?
Really, the high ball hitters have an advantage here. Just try and carry it in the middle of the green. Oh, this is right at it.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Missed that one, and it is going towards the rough. Pretty good result right there, considering
It looked rough all the way.
Exactly.
Rich, really did.
he in the bunker, still with a chance for an up and down. This long putt for birdie could be a tough one here. That's a head scratcher. No other way to put it. That close to the green and misses it badly to the right. So Frank out of the bunker and back into play.
Yeah, the late Bobby Jones used to say the hardest shot in golf's always the next one. Well, by getting the ball back in play, he just made that a little easier.
That is professional with a capital P right there.
That's stealing.
He needs this for bogey. 2 over for the day. Getting ready to tee off here at the 8th. Frank, this hole has it all. Dogleg, bunkers, water. How do you successfully navigate it?
It's such a pretty looking hole, Rich. That bunker down the left just sort of pops out and you see it. So you can either work it off that to the right, either that or just aim a little right. But be careful of those trees on the right.
Playing it point to point. Fairway off the tee, fairway on the second shot, and now a really good angle to attack. Into the thick stuff. That's a difficult lie. Second shot coming out of the rough here. And that one rolls just into the rough.
Now you have to decide whether or not that ball's going to fly or not.
And from the fairway for his second shot here. This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there.
And setting up here in the rough. That looked like a miss hit, Frank.
The lie was okay. It's a little surprising. Maybe wrong club.
That was a pretty nasty lie out of the rough. He did the right thing there, Frank. Well, he is going to need a good approach shot here to avoid losing even more ground, Frank. At best, he's looking at double bogey.
Yeah, that's why the shrinks make all the big money, Rich. Here, right now, he needs one.
So, Frank, good shot right there, and he'll have a chance to get out of here without losing a whole lot.
Yeah, double bogey. Well, people have always had worse than that.
And this is painful. Hunter Mahan for double bogey. Well, you're not going to make that putt all the time, but you'd like to at least get it to the hole.
If he keeps putting like that, he's going to be an announcer in no time.
That is a solid par putt. A disastrous triple bogey attempt here. Been a rocky road to this point. 4 over par on the round. It's a consistent theme here at Bay Hill, if you can carry it 300 yards.
Bay Hill always favors the longer hitter.
Well, this one's sweet, Frank.
Super.
Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot.
There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it.
Rub the shamrock. Got away with getting in the bunker there.
Set for his next shot from a good position in the fairway. That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Frank, this is a cross-country putt. He'll have a go at it, though, for birdie. We'll see.
There's no backing down here. This is going to go up and down and all over the place, but a chance to go in.
That was not a very good read right there. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Beginning the long climb back, now to 3 over par. Sitting right now at 2 over par for the round. He's made it. Back here in Orlando, Florida at the Bayhill Club and Lodge. Frank, we're getting set for the back 9. How do you get off to a good start?
Well, it's one of the shorter par 4s here, Rich. Dogleg right. Good drive. Just a short on here.
Cracked that one out there here at the 10th, and now he's put himself in a really good spot to get after this flagstick. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance really for birdie, but really it was a rather poor approach shot.
Will make birdie if he holds this putt. Can't make it, Frank, if you don't hit it.
Hubert Green once said, 99% of putts left short don't go in. I don't know what happened to the other 1%, but...
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Settles in over the putt. That's a solid par putt. Three over for the day. Now to the par 4 11th, just a shade under 440 yards. Where are the difficulties here, Frank?
The water down the left, but the hole keeps going that way, almost in a semi-horseshoe fashion. 2 bunkers down the right, they always catch the stray tee shot, but once again, you don't have to hit driver here. You've got to get that ball in play.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Early part of this back nine and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie. Hunter Mahan, second shot. Frank, this is still a mind-blower to me. Tiger won the Arnold Palmer Invitational at Bay Hill 4 times in a row from 2000 to 2003. You played the game at the highest level. How hard is that?
It's almost unimaginable to Rich because, Bay Hill changes each and every year when they have the tournament. But there was always also the look of resignation of the other players. There's never really been a golf course that really suits Tiger Woods any better. He hits the ball a long way. He hits it high. Greens are firm and fast. It's just built for him. And not only has he won it 4 times in a row, it's 8 total now.
This one measures out to 15 feet. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Just didn't read that one quite right. And getting ready for the putt. Rolls in the par putt, stays at +2. Trying to stay steady, make a par. And that's a bogey. Frank, now we're at the 574-yard, par 5, 12th. How critical are the par 5s if you're trying to put a score on the board here at Bay Hill?
They're crucial, Rich, because the par 4s are very, very difficult. So anytime you get a par 5, you've really got to take advantage of it.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Nice position, short grass, second shot. Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Good lie in the fairway. A good chance to make something happen here. Frank, when you look at great rivalries in sports, you realize that athletes need each other. Joe Frazier needed Muhammad Ali. to achieve greatness, to achieve legendary status. And in golf, Tom Watson needed Jack Nicklaus to push him to another level.
And also to define an era. Without one, we couldn't think of the 80s or the 90s or the 2000s or the 2010s. You need those players to define that era. So you need competition. Competition is not without rivalry.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. This is a good-sized putt, 27 feet away.
That was cruel. It looked like it was certainly going in.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
So, 1 over par for the round. He has this putt for birdie. So, with that, 3 over par now for the round. At the par 4 13th now, Frank, what's the key here?
Really avoid those 3 bunkers, Rich. You don't want a fairway bunker shot over water for your second shot. There's something about a well-hit shot.
Good contact, good result. Par 4 13, Frank, how do you hit this approach shot?
Rich, it's the first par 4 at Bay Hill where the water is actually on the right of the green, and that has to be taken into consideration. Just a little errant shot, and then you're going to be wet. So a little left of the flag, that's where you want to be.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. Second shot, good look at the green.
Really? This is an awkward length.
Well, nice firm stroke. Just hit it through the break a bit, Frank.
You can't birdie them all. Still going along well.
Shouldn't be a problem here. Well, that's just a case of not focusing right there. What a lapse in concentration. That is a painful miss right there. And a bogey. Drop shot here at the 13th. Good work right there. He'll settle for par. Trying to limit the damage here. This putt is for bogey. In for bogey. Now sitting at 2 over for the round. Frank, one of the things I like about Bayhill is it requires you to hit clean, strong golf shots, and here's another case at the par 3 14th. It's more than 200 yards.
Another one, really, you've just got to play it through the air. You can't play this like an Open Championship run-up par 3. Must fly it onto the green. Oh, this is right at it.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie. Had every chance of going in.
Ooh, that hurts. Frank had the touch of a plumber right there.
Yeah, you'd like a redo, wouldn't you? Wake up, wake up!
And has it, and now at 2 over par. Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
Frank, deep in the round at the 15th, you need to maybe make something happen. How difficult is that with such a huge dog leg here?
Once again, make sure you know the distance to carry the bunker or run out. You've got to play to your strength.
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
Just a solid second shot, right in the fairway. Now the approach shot, par 4, 15th hole. Frank, break it down.
Green narrows up the further back you go, so the most generous place to land the ball is in the front half of this green. It's also the flattest section of the green.
That will be a great look at birdie. And setting up here in the rough. Headed for the bunker? Well, he'll have to get up and down from the bunker to save his par. Great knees, great hands in this shot.
Yeah, touch. You have to have that feel. You have something between the ball and the club face, so it's a different feel, but you also have to have imagination.
These putts keep the round together. Struggling a bit with the flat stick and a drop shot here at the 15th hole. Right about 9 feet here to the hole. He was fooled a little bit on that one, Frank. Has this now for bogey. Not his best effort right there. That's a bogey, and now 3 over. Did the job right there. The Bayhill Club and Lodge features a really exciting finishing stretch. 16 is a reachable par 5. You'll see eagles and birdies there coming home. 17, a very difficult par 3 over the water. The bunker is there. Takes an excellent shot. And then 18 is all you want. We know that with the water in front. That second shot which comes over the lake. And that's a hold your breath moment. It is a great finishing 3-hole stretch at Bay Hill. That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Frank, what's so compelling about rivalries in sports is that athletes need each other if they're going to go to great heights. Joe Frazier needed Muhammad Ali to solidify his legend. Jack Nicklaus probably needed Arnold Palmer to go to a place that he had not been. And I think that's true across the board as we look. So toweled off, dried off, and ready to go.
Yeah, let's hope this swing he hasn't still got the floaties on.
Playing his 4th shot after the 3rd was wet. Just a bit offline.
Yeah, the hard work's coming up now, though. It's a long way away.
Frank, this is one you don't practice, but sometimes you have to do it. Time for the drop.
Yeah, it should be the easiest shot in golf. You've just paid for it.
Frank, this ball's in the rough. Anything you change in your technique when a ball's sitting down a little bit?
Yeah, you put the ball back a little bit further in your stance because you're going to get a bit of grass between the ball and the club face. So you have to allow for that. And keep that club moving. That grass is going to be that grass is going to create a certain amount of resistance.
So a long putt there and just didn't read it quite right.
It's no snack, though.
Hard putt, soft hands, beautiful roll. Looking to make a move. This putt for birdie. So with that, they're trying to fight back. Now at 2 over. Frank, par 3 17. Daunting shot. What are you thinking as you step onto this tee?
Just make 3. 2 is a huge bonus. Take 3 in a heartbeat. Surely not.
No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. Frank, I think that's going in the bunker.
Looks like it.
Got away with one right there. Just missed that bunker.
Yeah, that looked like it was sand the whole way.
He'll have 17 feet on this putt. Man,
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Not a gimme, but well within his range. So 2 over par for the round. Settles in over the putt. Good par. (2008) Frank, Tiger made that 25-foot putt right here at the 18th. Final round to beat Bart Bryant by a shot. Then again, for a second straight year, he birdied this hole to defeat Sean O'Hare.
Yeah, he's had a similar putt there at least 3 or 4 times, actually, to win the event. And he's been one of the few players to read it correctly.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Frank, the handicap system in golf really is the great equalizer, isn't it?
Yeah, there's no sport like it. I can't imagine going to Wimbledon and playing, sort of Djokovic or Federer, or, playing NFL with Peyton Manning. But, the beauty of golf, we can go out in a golf course. We decide what our handicaps are on the first tee. We decide who's going to get strokes, and then off you go and play. And you play on a level playing field.
Frank, they threw him a life vest. He's back on dry land.
And I hope this time he swings, he doesn't have the water wings on.
So this is his 4th shot after the last one found the water.
Yeah, it's not all over, but right now, too, he's staring down the barrel of a very bad hole.
Making it look easy at this point. Another beautiful approach shot. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Frank, this one looks like it might have a postage stamp on it. Airmail City.
Yeah, lick it, send it. Inexcusable.
So getting set for a greenside bunker shot. Frank, when I think of the great bunker players in the history of the sport, I think about Gary Player, Seve Ballesteros, whom you knew so well. What did they do that made them so effective on these greenside bunker shots?
They had an attitude for a start that was different. For them, they saw possibilities. And they would imagine the amount of sand. Remember, because this is the only shot in golf where you don't have to hit the ball first. So they would really choose the amount of sand behind the ball, whether that was 1 inch or 2. Aimed the club at that and made sure they followed through.
And that'll be a 75 on the day. Sitting right now at 2 over par for the round. And he makes it for a bogey here. Frank, that wraps up another great day of golf here at the Bayhill Club and Lodge. Always enjoy it.
Yeah, it's always a great test. Win, lose, or draw, you've played the